There's reasons why GSPro is the best third-party golf simulator software out there. And the main one, aside from its gameplay and its realism, is the fact that it's constantly being updated and improved. So if you're on the fence about purchasing this amazing software, then let me just explain to you some of its latest updates and demonstrate exactly how good they are. If this is your first time at this channel, my name is Mitch and I've been building golf simulators since 2020. And if there's anything that you're stuck with or that you'd like to know more about, whether that's launch monitors, projectors, screens, PCs, or anything to do with golf simulators, check out the links in the description below to my step-by-step online course that walks you through exactly how to build your very own home golf simulator without wasting any money. Right, this first feature has actually been out a while on the beta version of GSPro. I'm here at Pebble Beach. I am on the 4th hole and I'm just about to tee it up and yeah, watch me hit my tee shot and then see what happens straight after it, okay? Oh, it's a bit wild. Don't go in the sea. No way. Oh. Legitimately gone in the water as well. That's not what I wanted to show you, by the way. This is what I wanted to show you. This. A beautiful tee shot down the center of the fairway by a ghost. This feature is ghost mode, and like I say, it's been out on the beta version for quite a while now. And what is so cool about this is basically you can play just a standard round on GSPro all by yourself, and rather than it being a little bit monotonous and boring playing around by yourself, you can actually compete against somebody else who's already played this course. So as you can see, I'm already in trouble on this 4th hole here at Pebble. Let's just play it out and see how we get on. I'm playing my 3rd shot. 80 yards, 5 yards up the hill. Nice, easy sand wedge for me. Oh, he's actually hit the pin. What an eventful hole this is. Anyway, how does the ghost get on? Oh, they've overshot it. Have I got a chance here? Have I got a chance? Ah, they've stuck it in the gimme circle for a steady par. Now I've got this to halve the hole. Ah, no way. So that's me defeated by the ghost on that hole. Now it is important to note that it is just for stroke play purposes. I know I said that was for to half the hole as if I was playing match play, but no, you have to do it on a stroke play basis. And I'm going to show you how to set up a ghost round in a moment, just after I reveal some more amazing new features, particularly to do with immersiveness. Okay, now one thing that I am guilty of, as I'm sure many other GSPro users are as well, is that when you hit your shot, before the ball has even landed, I'm looking up at my carry distance straight away just to see if that ball's going to be close to the hole or not, because you can kind of tell. We've got 130 yards into the pin here on this par 3 fifth at Pebble. So if I hit this shot and I look straight up at my carry distance and it's going 140 yards, I know that it's going to be nowhere near the pin. Or if I hit the ball and it's going to carry 126 yards, let's say, I know that's going to be close. So I know what the outcome is going to be before the ball even lands. However, to make your gameplay more immersive, you can now turn off the user interface as soon as you strike the ball. So let me show you how to do that and let me show you what it looks like. So all we do, we come up to the 4 square tile at the top, click on settings, we go to visual settings, and there's an option here where it says hide user interface on shot. We'll save and exit that. Now it's my turn, and now once I hit this shot, I'm gonna have no idea how good it is. Okay, so 130 yards, I want to carry this about 125, let's say, so I'm going to take a pitching wedge a little bit back in the stance. Let's hope that I can stick it close. but just watch how everything disappears as soon as I strike the ball. Oh, it could be all right. It's not bad. I'm bite. And I'm taking that all day. So how cool is that? Let's see how we get on for birdie with the Ghost. Get out of there. Ooh, we might have a chance. So yeah, did you see how everything, all the tiles just disappeared? And that just makes the gameplay a little bit more immersive because I'm not looking up at my carry distance straight away and getting an idea of how close it's going to be before the ball has even landed. So that is a really cool little feature that personally I'm quite enjoying. Okay, big chance for me to get a shot back here. Oh, get in there, birdie time. And he missed his par putt. Oh, a little two-shot swing there, so I'm in the lead. Now, that's not all when it comes to immersiveness, right? I've got one more option that I want to show you, and this is a bit weird because I'm not used to this on golf simulators, but it is pretty cool, and it's very good if you want a much more real-world feel to playing on your home golf simulator. So if we go to settings and we go to visual settings, camera options, you now have the option to turn off the shot tracer completely. Check this out because, like I said, this is weird. But it's really, really immersive if that's the effect that you're after on your golf sim. Oh, I've pulled the hell out of that one. Look at that, it follows the ball still. Oh, that's a disgusting position to end up in. It follows the ball still, but you just don't get the tracer, which just adds to the immersivity. Is that a word? But yeah, you get what I mean. And he's struggling there, that's good. This shot's not very pretty, is it? 15 degrees up the hill, going 17 degrees to the right. I reckon my chances of ending up in the ocean here are quite big. But I'm going to go for it. I've aimed massively left. Let's see if we can actually get this ball up on that fairway. And again, I'll let you watch the GSPro gameplay without a shot tracer. See what you think of it. Oh, it's come out massively right. I might be in trouble. Oh, it's absolutely magic. What a shot. Oh, we've got a chance again. Ghosty's struggling. Okay, let me know in the comments below what you think about the no shot tracer option on GSPro. Let's come out right. I can just about see the ball flying through the air. Oh, distance was good. Direction not so good. Oh, we have another birdie. I'm doing all right at the moment, aren't I? Beating this guy anyway. Okay, it's law, isn't it? We have to play the 7th at Pebble. If it's just come up on the screen, we have to play this hole. Now, as I'm about to play this hole, I just want to highlight another couple of extra features that are not necessarily to do with immersiveness, but it's just general gameplay that I actually really like, okay? Now, the first one that I want to point out to you is the mini map, okay? So let me just make that a little bit bigger, actually. So you should be able to see now that we have the distances on the mini map to the front of the green and to the back of the green, as well as obviously to the pin like we've always been used to on GSPro. So that's just a handy little update that may just make your course management that little bit easier if you are somebody who does like to aim for the front or the back when it comes to making your club choices. And as usual, you can still drag the marker around to get the distances to hazards, to cover the hazards or whatever you want. And then if you just press A on the keyboard, it will take you back to a central aim. And then we've got the last little update that I want to talk about in this section of the video, and this is specific to Foresight devices. Now, I've obviously got Foresight GC3 as my launch monitor. You can pick one of these up from the links in the description below. By far and away the best launch monitor that I've used in this setup. I absolutely love it. But on the Foresight software, you can basically move the golf ball around and that will automatically adjust the camera angle that you are aiming. So it's like an automatic offset depending on where you place the ball within the hitting area of your launch monitor. So right now I've got the ball in the hitting zone and I can move it around to different parts of the hitting zone on my GC3, and obviously nothing is moving on the screen. But this is an amazing new addition that I absolutely love because I own a Foresight launch monitor. If I go to settings, visual, offset, and scroll down to the bottom, it says enable auto offset for Foresight devices. If I toggle that on and press save, now watch how amazing this is, okay? If I just move my golf ball slightly to the side, you will notice that the offset or the hitting line moves in relation to wherever my golf ball is. Just like it does on the Foresight software, it now does it on GSPro, which I absolutely love. So with that said, here we are on the 7th at Pebble, 103 yards, 9 yards down the hill. So that's playing what, 94? Okay, so it should be a beautiful little sand wedge for me. And I've still pushed it right. Might be in trouble. Oh my gosh. Does anybody else really struggle on this hole? Because I can never hit the green. How does this guy do? He struggled as well. 12 yards, open this face massively. I tell you what, that's delightful. We make a par somehow from that awful position. And he's done the same. Well done, buddy. Okay, so they are some amazing new immersive features in GSPro, but I promised you earlier on that I will show you how to set up this Ghost Play mode because it really is fantastic and you've got loads of good options to choose from. So if you head up to the settings tab and it's already highlighted on game, and then if you just scroll down a little bit, there's a little option here that says enable Ghost Play. Make sure you check that and then save and exit. Then you need to go to a local match, choose whichever golf course you would like to play. So we'll just go onto DPC Pebble, we'll click play. Now you need to add a player, and if you give it a few seconds, you should see a little ghost icon appear on the screen just next to here. So I'm going to press the ghost, and now we have some options of ghost rounds that we can choose. So you've got options from GSPro Cloud from the different tees. So depending on whatever tee you want to play off, you might want to play off someone on the same tee, you might want to play off somebody on a shorter tee or a longer tee. You can play against somebody from there, and it's got a 6x, 9x, 7x, and in all honesty right now I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it means it's around in the 60 something, so it's a 60 something round, maybe a 90 something round, a 70 something round. You get the drift, okay? That's what I think it is. Don't quote me on that though. Then if we scroll down, we can play against somebody who has shot what I think is the course record on the Simulator Golf Tour from those tees. So it's completely up to you what standard or level of golfer you want to play against in the Ghost mode. But to have them options is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to play against somebody from the yellow tees who shot a par 70 around Pebble Beach. I make sure that I am on the same yellow tees as well. We go to match settings as normal, keep it as stroke play. Do your normal settings, auto puts, gimmies, whatever. I believe it needs to be an auto put round or a gimme round of 6 feet or less. I believe, again, don't quote me on that. And yeah, I don't think you can do it in match play. I think it has to be a stroke play round as well. And then all you've got to do is play DPC Pebble, and then when it loads up, it's effectively going to be a 2-player round, you against the Ghost. Now, like I said, this is something that's really, really interesting because Since I've had the Simulator Golf Tour, I don't think I've ever played a full round on a course where it's just a local match. Only when I've been demonstrating something for the YouTube channel or whatever, but I've never played just a casual round locally against myself to see what I can shoot. But now that we've got this ghost mode, it's definitely a little bit more of a challenge. You're competing against somebody who is actually a real person who shot that score on this golf course before. So that just adds a little bit of competitiveness to your practice, adds a little bit of pressure to your practice as well if your scores are quite tight. So it's a really interesting feature that is now available on GSPro. Now, it's not just gameplay that's improved in GSPro and the immersiveness like I've been talking about. They've added some absolutely fantastic new practice features into the ever-expanding practice facility on GSPro. Now, let me show you what I mean. So if we head into practice and practice range to start with, then I'm going to show you a feature that I've banged on and on and on and on about that I absolutely love. It's the randomizer feature, but there's been a slight tweak to the randomizer feature that is a really interesting addition. So to get to the randomizer feature, all you've got to do is click on the arrow at the top near them two people, and we go to dynamic holes and press random. Okay, now you now have this little tick box option that says do not randomize height. Now previously, when you did the randomizer, every single shot that you hit, you can set it so it changes to a different hole, a different distance away, a different green, all that sort of stuff. And it would go from, let's say, a level elevation to you may be hitting 5 or 6 yards downhill, and then the next shot, the next hole that you hit might be a couple of yards up the hill, and then it will keep fluctuating, and it's really good for practicing your approach play. However, we can now disable that elevation change by simply checking that tick box, okay? So if you want the random height distances in there, the random elevation changes, then obviously keep the box unchecked. But if you want it to stay at whatever it is showing there on this image, then just check it, and then obviously set your minimum distances and your maximum distances, and that's the approaches that you're going to be practicing. Hit apply. Okay, so now I've got a 109-yard approach shot that is 5 feet up the hill. Now what you should find is that the elevation will change ever so slightly. So that's like 5 feet up the hill. It might be like 6 feet up the hill on the next shot, or 4 feet down the hill, or whatever. But it doesn't fluctuate too much in terms of yardages like it did last time. Let me show you what I mean. So a 109-yard approach shot for me is going to be a 48-degree gap wedge. I'll hit the shot. It's not very good. I've still not got the shot tracer on. Very poor approach. But now if we see the next shot, we've got 132 yards. So we've got a different carry distance, obviously. But have you seen the elevation change? It's not a big elevation change at all, so it always stays very close to what it was in the original setting. Now this is a toughie, 132 over the water onto an island green. Let's go 9-iron. Let's try and fade one in a slight bit. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not a massive fan of the no shot tracer. Not yet anyway. I quite like seeing my shot shape, okay, because obviously we're here to practice. I was just lining up to hit a little bit of a fadey one then, so if the shot tracer's on, I can see the fade if I've hit one, okay? So I quite like that. I'm going to turn it back on. So obviously to do that, we just head over to settings again. We go to visual settings, camera options, and you can just choose the ball trail color right there. I like to have it as thick. This color boost is a new option that you can choose, but I don't really know what the difference is there. Try and fade one in, 9-iron. It's heavy faded. It's terrible. What a bad shot. Can you see why I need the practice? Anyway, we can't finish on that, can we? We've got 110, let's go back to the 48. Let's try and hit a good one to finish. should be all right. Pulled it a little bit. Distance is okay. And yeah, there we go. So we've got a little tweak to the already fantastic randomizer feature on GSPro, but there's another 2 features, right, that I really want to highlight because they're fantastic little tweaks. The first one is that you can now manually adjust and control the wind during your practice sessions. Now let me show you what I mean on the range, and then I'm going to take you to the course. So all you need to do, I'm practicing my shot here, all you need to do is click on the wind now, and we can change the direction of the wind and we can change the strength of the wind. So let's say, for example, I wanted to practice, why I would ever want to do this, but practice a 10 mile per hour directly against me shot, 83 yard shot over water. You never know, some people might want to practice that. I don't. But let's just do it for demonstration purposes. Try and keep this low, under the wind. How's it looking? Oh, it's massive. There's a reason why this channel's called Handicap Golf. And I mean, if you really wanted to, you can take it all the way up to 30 miles per hour, right? I am actually intrigued to see what that is like. Okay, I'm gonna hit the same 3/4 48 degree there. And obviously I went long on the last shot at 10 miles per hour. Let's see what happens on this one. 30 miles per hour. Seems to have gone up with the wind. Oh, it's absolutely delightful. So yeah, amazing little tweak there. But it's all well and good on the practice range, but you can even take it out onto the course as well. Let's just go to practice, but this time on course practice. Let's head to DPC Pebble, and I'm just gonna do the 7th hole. Now, notoriously, by the ocean, on the 7th at Pebble, the wind is likely going to be blowing quite strong. You can now practice that on the course as well as in the practice range. So again, it's exactly the same. All you've got to do is head up to the arrow, change the wind direction. Let's go, let's say it's coming from the right this time. We're gonna have a strong gale. Let's just put it at 20 miles per hour. I'm gonna hit a straight shot into this flag and we'll see what happens. There's the wind taking it away. That is cool, isn't it? So look, I don't know how you would use this. Maybe you'd be playing the course in real life, not necessarily Pebble, but any other course, you could be playing it. You might have the wind direction in the weather forecast. I don't know, okay? Or you might just be getting ready to practice on the simulator golf tour and you know that it's going to be calm or it's going to be breezy with the wind conditions. You can practice these type of shots if you really want to. Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna set it to 30 miles per hour directly in my face. And I'm gonna hit a full 48 and see if we can hit the green. How are we looking? It's faded in a little bit. Oh my God. Absolutely nowhere near. Now there's been loads of extra additions, like little updates and bug fixes on this brand new GSPro update. We've got things like you can now set the auto put distances, so how far away a 2-putt auto put is, how far away a 3-putt auto put is. So if you're regularly playing with the auto put feature on, then that's actually a really, really handy little setting for you to have. There's been some new short game distance challenges added in that challenge option on the home screen. And there's some cool little features to the online play as well. You can now have like a little online chat session going as you're playing against somebody that may be on the other side of the world. So some great new features being added to GSPro all of the time. However, I have not yet covered the best feature, the best practice feature of this new GSPro update. And to find out exactly what that is, then check out this video that's on the screen right now.